All right, let's jump into another deep dive, this time focused on cybersecurity and what we can learn from the latest wave of attacks. I mean, it feels like every week there's a new headline about some major breach or ransomware incident.
Oh, yeah. It's been pretty relentless recently.
It is, and this week's Roundup is a perfect example. It's a real mix of different attacks and the common thread. They all underscore just how vulnerable data is, no matter what kind of organization we're talking about.
Absolutely. I mean, right off the bat, you've got everything from this data breach at California Cryobank,
Yeah.
which exposed some really sensitive stuff, personal details, financial information, the works, to a supply chain attack hitting this TJ Action Change Files GitHub action.
GitHub.
Yeah, GitHub. It's a platform that a lot of developers use. And this specific action, it's basically a tool they rely on. So by compromising that, the attackers managed to expose a bunch of CI/CD secrets. You can think of those as basically the keys to their automated software development process.
So that's way more than just stealing data. It's like handing over the blueprints to how they build their software.
Exactly, and it gives attackers a way to potentially inject malicious code or steal sensitive information further down the line. And then, of course, you've got the ransomware attacks, which seem to be a constant these days. Western Alliance Bank was hit, a healthcare facility in Florida, the Center for Digestive Health also got hit, and we're still seeing this ESXarch ransomware spreading and targeting VMware servers, which is a big deal because ESXi underpins a ton of virtual infrastructure.
So not only are the attacks themselves diverse, but the targets are all over the map too. We've got healthcare, finance, tech, and even the crypto world wasn't spared this week, with Wemix getting hit through stolen authentication keys. I mean, it really highlights the point that no one is immune.
Yeah, no one is immune. And it's not just about the size of the organization or the industry they're in. It comes down to understanding the vulnerabilities and how attackers are exploiting them.
Let's talk about that for a second, because it seems like there are different weaknesses at play here. Third-party vendors were the culprit in the Western Alliance Bank case. Then you have the exposed secrets with the GitHub issue, and it sounds like potentially unpatched systems might be part of what's fueling the ESXarch spread.
Yeah. And it's a reminder that security is multifaceted. You have to think about securing your own systems, of course, but also the security practices of anyone you work with, especially vendors with access to your network. Then there's keeping up with patches, which can feel like a never-ending race against attackers finding and exploiting new vulnerabilities.
So for anyone listening who's probably thinking, okay, this all sounds pretty scary, what are some of the practical takeaways here?
Well, if we look at the common thread, it's data compromise. Whether it's a breach or ransomware, the goal is often to lock you out of your own data or steal it. So one of the most fundamental things you can do is to have a robust backup and recovery strategy in place.
Backups. So like backing up your files to an external hard drive.
That's part of it. But you need to think beyond just a simple backup. We're talking about backups that are immutable, meaning they can't be changed or deleted once they're created. And ideally, these backups should be air-gapped, which means they're isolated from your main network, either logically or physically.
So even if someone breaks in, they can't just wipe your backups too.
Exactly. It's like having a safety net. Even if the worst happens and your systems are compromised, you have a way to restore your data and get back up and running.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It's not just about preventing the attack, but having a plan B for when it does happen.
Exactly. And there are solutions out there that make this kind of robust backup much more manageable. Stonefly, for example, offers a DR365 appliance that provides immutable and air-gapped backups.
So you're not stuck trying to piece together a bunch of different tools. You get a comprehensive solution that's designed for this exact purpose.
Exactly. And this week, they've even got a pretty sweet promo running. It's a 70 TB system that you can scale all the way up to 4 petabytes. And it comes with all the bells and whistles you need, like object lockdown technology to protect against ransomware and support for Veeam, Rubrik, and Convolute.
70 terabytes, that's a lot of data.
Yeah, and it's for $7,995.
So if you're looking for a way to bolster your security posture and protect your data, that might be worth checking out. But even beyond that, the takeaway for everyone here is that proactive security is essential.
Absolutely. And a huge part of that is making sure you can recover your data if you need to.
Great point. So as we wrap up, the question for you listening is this. How confident are you in your ability to recover your data if you were hit with a ransomware attack or a data breach? It's a question worth asking yourself and taking action on. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.